I still remember the first time I saw TIG welding. One of my dad's best friends was building this insane boat. This dude actually ended up being my boss for like 20 years at the shop that I learned at. That's a whole nother story though. But I got to check out this boat as they were building it. This would have been about the year 2000, 2001 maybe. The boat they were building had a fully enclosed aluminum cabin on it. And all of the edges on this cabin had been done by a TIG welder at the shop. To be honest, I had never really noticed this process before. I grew up riding BMX and mountain biking and stuff. It's kind of funny, I never really even noticed the details on those frames growing up. Obviously those are all TIG welded as well. So without knowing it, this type of welding had actually been around me pretty much all of my life. But seeing them build that boat that day, this is the first time I really sat down and appreciated that process. Looking at it, I was absolutely mesmerized. Looking at the outside corner work, it was like sparkling in the light. It was like jewelry to me. I was blown away by the amount of precision and detail it took to do this. To be honest, I kind of always thought that welding was kind of like a hack and slash kind of trade. Again, I was like 18 or 19 years old. Obviously at that time I had no clue. But I started to learn a little bit more about this trade after checking this stuff out at his shop. And I got really interested in the whole subject of metalwork. And actually, funny enough, around this time is kind of when I discovered a show called Monster Garage. Leave a comment below if you remember the original run of this show. I freaking loved this show. If for some reason you don't know what it is, it was hosted by a dude named Jesse James. It was basically a rad group of dudes covered in tattoos, listening to punk rock and metal and building all kinds of awesome stuff. They were cutting and bending metal, they were welding it, there was sparks flying everywhere, there was smoke and all kinds of welding stuff. Getting a chance to watch people do stuff like this for the first time, I was all in and completely obsessed. And essentially the combination of getting a chance to explore this shop and getting to watch some more stuff on a TV show like that, this is where my journey with TIG welding all began. And to be honest, my journey with TIG welding is still unfolding to this day. Getting opportunities to do all kinds of really cool welding over the years, going to school for all kinds of tickets and certifications, going to work in other schools and teach other people how to do this, and at this point with my online TIG welding program, getting the opportunity to train hundreds of people all over the world. Taking pride in the work that I do is a complete obsession of mine. I've always gravitated to things that require the same amount of attention to detail. I find it with high-end BMX and mountain biking equipment, high-end performance car parts and stuff like that. And to be honest, even stuff that doesn't even involve welding sometimes. Randomly, I got hit up by this dope company called Clocks and Colors. Weirdly enough, as I have actually followed them on Instagram for a long time now. They make all kinds of amazing stuff like this stuff here. The amount of craftsmanship that goes into something like this is the type of pride and attention to detail that I try and take with my work. So randomly, I got hit up by somebody there saying they had been watching my episodes for a while. My mind was blown. I've actually bought several pieces on my own just because I like their stuff so much, and they were awesome enough to send me some of these pieces that you're looking at here right now. Surrounding myself with examples of hard work and craftsmanship that inspires me, as well as passing on the knowledge that I know about this trade, these are all things I can do to keep myself learning and keep myself highly motivated. And it's all little things like this that contribute to me working in this trade for years now. Even after over 20 years of welding and metalwork, I would honestly say I'm probably more motivated now than ever. Teaching new students and passing on this trade, as well as making videos for free that I put on my YouTube channel every week. What I'm doing here in my shop, I have never had so much fun with welding. Listen to me, surround yourself with stuff that inspires you. It might be reading some books or something from people that motivate you, watching a movie or something that gets you pumped up on something you're passionate about, or picking up some stuff that represents the type of pride that you like to take with your work. This is a way to up your game if you've done something even for years. So thank you so much to Clocks and Colors for checking out what I do here, and to anybody else who's contributed to my craft through inspiration, thank you so much. Weld on, fill and chill.